Very good morning to you, Nino. It is Friday Racing. We're back on the potty this afternoon. A 9-racer program, a very trappy program indeed that lies ahead of us. That first of 9 gets underway at 12:20. We're concerned with that time of 12:50 because that's when the first of our big exotics gets underway. That is the bipod. First of all, before we go any further, let us greet and meet Mr. Nino Podesta. Nino, a very good morning to you.
Good morning to you too, Cecil.
Right, as far as the weather is concerned, we are going through a very wet period. In my area, which is the south of Joburg, it was raining. On our way here, it looked very dry. Now, back up here in the north, it is raining, and just hope that it does subside as we go through the day. How's the weather in the PE region as far as you know? Nino?
Not in Durban. I think they've postponed tonight's meeting in Durban as well.
No, I was saying about PE. Let's focus on PE. Have you heard about the weather forecast?
The weather is good in PE, Cecil.
All right.
A slight wind, but nothing serious.
Thank you so much, and we really look forward to good racing. Right, let's get to your selections. Race number 2 is the racing today, maiden plate, first leg of the bipod. It's over the 1,200 meters. Some runners who haven't had too much exposure, some have had none on the poly. How are you going to negotiate this first leg?
Well, I'm taking the numbers 1, 2, and 3. My first choice is number 3, Brooksider. I think coming back, she'll appreciate coming back to the poly and coming down from the 1,400 to the 1,200. She will appreciate that. I think she's a horse to beat. Flight Engineer, that last run, I think you can put a line through it. It was too bad. I think she will improve. I see they put the compression mask and the blinkers on. And then I also like a bit of number 2, Chief Runner. I would also disregard that last run. So 1, 2, and 3 go in the bipod.
All right, so let's just remind our friends that it is 12:50, 10 minutes to 1, the off time to race 2, 1, 2, 3. As mentioned by Nino, his first choice being the 3, Brooksider, Louis Mkotwa for the Duncan Mackenzie stable. 48 Rand is the outlay to the bipod today in Gqeberha. All right, so we talk about the most popular bet in the country. Once upon a time, this was the bet everybody looked forward to on a Friday, the PA in Gqeberha. We are on the poly this afternoon, and it is our first handicap of the afternoon. A fillies and mares 96. It will be over the 1,000 meters. And several of these, in fact, the majority have recently met, and that was when Go Check with Love was the winner. The favorite right now is number 2, Lovegrass, who came out of that form line. And as far as the weights on that occasion are concerned, is at the same weight level as the 3, Montalina, who was the winner on that occasion. But let's hear more from Mr. Podesta. What are we doing in that first leg of the PA? And I think you will have some strong views on today's third race.
Yeah, I like Lovegrass, Cecil. When she was beaten by Go Check with Love, it was at 1,200. I think she'll, with the gate speed that she's got over the 1,000, I think she's going to take a power of beating. And in saying that, Montalina is a very good horse, and she'll be flying at him. But I just got the feeling that the 1,000 might just be a bit sharp for her. I think she would have liked the extra 100 or 200 meters. But Lovegrass, a very strong selection with Montalina, the danger, and then Woman of Power would be my third choice.
Well, let's confirm how strong it is for you. It is the banker in race number 3, the first leg of the PA. That is Lovegrass, who at one stage was priced up as the favorite. Let us see this morning on our Betway app as to the favoritism. It is indeed a Lovegrass, who is at 18 to 10. 19 to 10 is the 3, Montalina. And then Woman of Power, the 5, who could be the value, is at 11 to 2. The off time to race 3 is 13:25. Race number 4 will be a maiden plate. It's over the 1,600 meters. It's the first leg of the Pick 6, and that is off at 2 o'clock. A reminder for those who are just joining us, a very, very happy start to this weekend. It is a wet one if you are in Gauteng, but we are looking ahead to good racing. A very, very trappy card in Gqeberha. Now, joint favorites at 15 to 4 are the 4 Hospice de Bourne and the 10 Laugh Till I Cry, both at around 15 to 4. The 1 American Matador, that is at 5 to 1, along with the 2 Always Shining, 5 to 1. It's 13 to 2 about number 11, Springsteen. It's 13 to 1 and better about those. Right, let's get straight into your selections for this a very, very, very tricky race, number 4, Nino.
Yes, Cecil, and the whole day is a very competitive card, as you just said. So, look, I think American Matador is better on the turf. Always Shining, the Lunga Gila haven't had a winner since they relocated to the Eastern Cape. So I'm waiting for that stable to turn. And he's pulled a very tricky draw at number 12. So I've landed on number 4, Hospice de Bourne, that brings very strong Cape Town form. And the runs behind Empire State, Green Garnet and Red Dawn, all those horses have won, and that form has been franked. So that would be my first choice, with the Appy getting the 2.5 kilos and jumping from a 1 draw. But I am looking for big improvement from number 11, Springsteen. This horse jumped from a bad draw last time over the 14. He was finishing very, very strongly. I think the 1600 is going to be even better. So I'm strong in the camps of number 4 and 11.
All right, will you tell your followers as far as the pick 6 to go wide? I know 4 and 11 are your swinger suggestions, and it could be a decent payout with the 4 currently your favorite at 15 to 4 and 11 Springsteen at around 5.5 to 1. That will be the swinger. The pick 6, would you go very wide here?
I would advise the punters that are playing the pick 6 to add any horse that they like. This is a competitive race. I think Laugh Till I Cry can't be left out, and then there's others with chances. Cecil, American Matador, and Always Shining. They, if they're not just going 4 and 11, load up and put in all the horses that they like.
Thank you very much. That will be 2 o'clock, the off time to race number 4, the first leg of the pick 6. Suggested bet from Nino, 4 and 11. 2 jackpots as per normal on any of our local cards, and it is the 9-race program. So if race 5 sees the commencement of the first one, it is a classified stakes over the 1600 meters, race number 5. And looking again, we've got a clear favorite in the form of Richard Fourie's mount, the 4 Coral Creek from the Alan Khreev stable. And one that will be of interest, I'm sure, as time goes by, I want to be on the right side of, is the 2 Kiomai, now with Kelly Mishley, formerly with Tini Prinsloo in the KZN region, has the apprentice Aitaka. No claim, though. What are we doing? Race number 5. How many horses for that first leg of the jackpot? And maybe a bit of value about the likes of Bosney, Mr. Podesta.
Yeah, well, Bosney is unbeaten over course and distance, but he does jump from a tricky draw, Cecil, but I do respect it. I do put it in. Obviously, Coral Creek should be the horse to beat, but I wouldn't be taking that prize. A punt on the nose. I think Kiomai, as you rightly pointed out, I think early in his career was as much as a 104. I'm talking under a correction. He's dropped big time in the ratings. I think that could be the lurker in the pack. So, and also Silver Tycoon ran against much stronger last time. So all of 2, 3, 4, and 6 go in the first leg of the jackpot.
2, 3, 4, and 6. And just having a look, Coral Creek right now is at 2 to 1. And the 2 Kiomai on local debut is at 11 to 2. The 7, a bit chilly in the colours of Mr. Fred Krabbe. He's got a couple of chances, each way chances, and this is one of them, is at 13 to 2. Chase Mojan for the stable of Gavin Smith. Jackpot time, 14:35. That's the start of race 5. Richard Fourie and Alan Khreev team up with what will be a very, very popular win selection in many bets, and all to come is still very much backable if you took at the stats of 3 from 3, that's over course and distance. 11 to 10, that is the 2 Arabian Red in the colours of AWSM. One Strange Magic is at 11 to 2. At 13 to 2 is another in the colours of the AWSM from the Gav Smith yard, comes with 3, could it be? And then it is 8 to 1 and a better bar those. Let's cut to the chase. I know you are a very, very, very keen follower of the favorite, Mr. Podesta.
Yes, Arabian Red, like you said, 3 from 3 course and distance. All the 4 wins have come over the 1600, 1 on the turf and 3 on the poly. Unbeaten on the poly 1600, jumps from a 1 draw, and people have to make a stand somewhere if they want to catch the exotics and maybe want to consider banker in Arabian Blue. If happy with that, I think the dangers are Strange Magic. Could it be Get It Done? And maybe Colorama, who's 4 kilos better on a run to Arabian Red. That could cause the upset. So, but I'm strong on the 2 and I'm bankering it.
All right, banker the 2, that is the Arabian Red, of a 4-year-old daughter of a Heavenly Blue. Heavenly Blue could have a good weekend ahead. And then let's just confirm that Nino is very much in the corner of Arabian Red. He has made it his win selection for race number 6, and that is currently at 11 to 10. So jump on, lump on. I don't believe that 11 to 10 will be available come race time, but stranger things have happened. Being the 9 races on the card, and last chance to get involved in a pick 3, and that starts with race 7, a merit rate of 70 over the 1300 meters. We do have a scratching, and that is the 8 Notorix. Let me just confirm that we have 3 scratchings that have been updated as we record on a Friday morning for the Friday afternoon show, or Friday afternoon racing rather, that starts at 12:20. It could be a show because it is a tough card. In race 1, you've got the 5-time in Paris scratching. What else do we have scratchings? You do have a scratching in race 3, intended to be a debut effort. Number 9, Sahara Cat, and now in race 7, number 8, Notorix. Now, let's get straight and cut to the chase, Mr. Podesta. Nice race. Can Sharapova crack that maiden win in the Eastern Cape this afternoon?
What price is Sharapova?
Sharapova right now is showing at 15 to 10.
Yeah, too short for me, and she has been disappointing. Look, I can see her fighting out the finish. She'll definitely enjoy the extra ground. She's going to 1300 now, but she has been disappointing, and she has let the side down. I wouldn't be taking a punt on the nose on her, as I feel there are 1 or 2 also that could give it a go. I like a bit of number 11, Pashton Wali. And also, please, after restudying this race, I would suggest to the jackpot to add number 9, Swiss Wald. So I think all 3 have to go in. I don't make Sharapova a good thing, but I do see her fighting out the finish, finishing in the first 3 places, definitely, but not a punt for me.
Okay, 5 and 11 are the suggested numbers for a swinger. That is indeed a Sharapova, and the 11th Passion Twali. Must say it is actually quite a big price, about Passion Twali at 13 to 2 is a Passion Twali. That'll be Mr. MK Kachedi for the Clifford Miller stable. That is the first leg of the last pick 3, race number 7, off at 4:45. And now we move on to the penultimate event of the afternoon in Quebec. Race number 8 due off at 20 past 4. And again, a reminder, there's still a chance to get involved in a daily double, the last chance. So in another merit rate at 70 and yet another 1300 meter event. Now, we've got a recent maiden win, and those are very informed source of Mr. Lawrence Verners and family. That is Chili Bomb, who won his maiden last time out by 8.5 lengths. Richard Fourie retains right. And this will be priced up at 19 to 10. A 3 to 1 is another informed sort, and that is the 3 Globe Tonic from the Gavin Smith stable. Number 9, King Raoul, who is settling in nicely, quietly. 8 to 1 is King Raoul. And then the 5 in the green zone is at 9 to 1. It's 10 to 1 and better bar those. For race number 8, it is a draw number 12 for the 1, a Chili Bomb. And then if you look at the 3 Globe Tonic on the other side of the track is at 4 to 1 and has been in rude health as far as the poly is concerned. Of the 6 wins, the 3 of them have come on the poly, Mr. Podesta.
Yes, and I think Chili Bomb is going to have it all to do to win. I know you won a maiden by 8.5 lengths, but that field was very, very moderate. He's now jumps from a 12 draw with 61.5 kilos. He didn't wasn't part of my first 4 selections, but you have to add it in because the stable is so deadly on form. You can't leave it out. But my first choice is number 3, Globe Tonic. My second choice is number 9, King Raoul, who's I think as much as 4 kilos better off with Globe Tonic, should be right there with him, not much separating those two. My third selection is number 12, Perfect Trust. I think he'll run a much improved race on the poly. And then you've got to respect Justin Snaith, even though the horses have been disappointing, his Raiders to the PE, number 5 in the green zone, and then only Philly Bomb.
Okay, so that is the top 3, 3, 9, and 12. And the 5 has to go in, and then only the facile winner last time out, number 1, at Chili Bomb. Well, if you're going to look for value in that race without stepping on Nina's toes, do have a look at the 13, Mr. Whistle, lightweight of 52, jumping from draw 2. That has been Nina Podesta. Thank you very much to him. 9 races on the program. Be reminded that starts, the bipod rather, starts in race 2. The meeting itself starts at 12:20.